It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Well, we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And it's hoisted clear. That's really well manoeuvred. He's got away. Chouameni. Mbappe! It's off target and by quite a way. And it's sunset. Now it's Guruzeta. The referee's awarded a free kick. He's had a crack. There's an early warning shot across the bow. It's a mighty effort! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
He looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Chouameni, Eder Militao, Goulet, Valverde, Alexander-Arnold. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Williams, Goulet, Valverde. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Vinicius Junior. In by Vinicius Junior. Laporte is there and he can get that clear. Vinicius Junior. Moved on forwards. Berenguer. And that is as far as they're going to go. Howson. Chouameni is onto it in a flash. Howson. That's the throw. Berenguer. Danny Vivian goes forward. Jaureguiza over to the left. Nico Williams. A chance to play it in. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Nico Williams. Sunset is fouled.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. Obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Going for goal! Oh, super goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Bellingham. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Goulet. Valverde. Valverde, and it's played forward. Tchouaméni gets over and intercepts. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's a nice ball. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal there.
A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence that was never missing.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Laporte. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Bershish. Cross from Yuri. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Eder Militao gets it away. Alexander-Arnold, aim forwards. Eder Militao.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
That's tidy. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. He's had a shot! And that's off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Yuri, that's a lovely, neat pass. Howson, he's gone direct here. Danny Vivian. Danny Vivian, forwards and with intent. Clearly not happy with that. Guruzeta looks to get on the end of this. Howson. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior, gently done. Here's Sunset. Sunset laid out to the left flank. Plenty waiting in the middle. Yuri puts them all in. And they can counter here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Arda Güler. Güler! Laporte attempts a clearance. And it's Valverde. And here's Güler. That's a good ball. He's having a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Pretty, but it gets the job done. Yuri. Guruzeta going full tilt down the left. He is through here. Cross goes in there. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Tchouaméni getting this one clear. Now, can he find a finish? That's not going far. Danger averted for now. Yuri, there's a probing ball. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Showing good feet. Aimed in towards the centre. That is good defending. It's been repelled. Mbappe has been caught there. It's a foul.
It was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Chouameni. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Berenguer providing an outlet on that flank. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mbappe! And there's green grass ahead of him. And the keeper beats it away.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Vinicius Junior clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
That was no routine save.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Out to the right. Jauregui tries to clear. Vinicius takes a shot! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Alexander-Arnold shifted upfield. Nice physical challenge. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. Chance! Oh, that is rather wayward. Eder Militao. Bellingham wins the duel this time, and it's gone back to the keeper. Alexander-Arnold. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Urzeta. Jauregui, Guruzeta, now he's off and running. Berenguer. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Danny Vivian getting this one clear. Played towards the other side. Lequin. That has been cut short. Vinicius Junior, gently done. And it's played forward. And he cuts out the supply. Chouameni. Valverde, played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Is there any support? He might not need it. And now the breakaway. Succumbs to the pressure. Vinicius Junior. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Güler. That's very neat. Valverde! Caught offside that time. Unai Simon sends that a long way. Ruiz de Galarreta forwards and with intent. Now it's Williams. Güler. Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Shoots! It's a loose ball. Yuri. Oh, this looks sharp. Guruceta chasing after it. And it's Leque. Danny Vivian. That's really well manoeuvred. Played out to the right. And here's Berenguer. Berenguer. Oh, shooting chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Chouameni. Alexander-Arnold is onto it in a flash. Valverde clipped into space. Alexander-Arnold looking to run onto it. Too long and over the line. That's a look and plays it forward. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Muscular approach does pay off here. Now, what about a counter-attack? Gurzetta. Sunset. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. That is a great pick out. And he's managed to get free. Oregiza. Danny Vivian. Long ball looking to counter. Oh, Red, nice interception. Bellingham. He can get that clear. Gurzetta. Quality ball. Berenguer. Ruiz de Galarreta. Urzeta.
Guruzzeta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Takes the shot! The keeper's done ever so well.
Valverde really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Looking to break at pace. Nico Williams. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Danny Vivian, long ball upfield. And it's Arda Güler. Mbappe! That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Moved on forwards. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Sunset. Urzeta. Proves too strong. Now it's Williams. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Alexander-Arnold chooses to go cross-field. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Vinicius Junior. And it's Valverde. Vinicius Junior. And the ball is out of play. Ruiz de Galarreta. Laporte. Laporte shifted upfield.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Caresses it through. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Can he spark a counter here? Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Vinicius Junior. Alexander-Arnold. And he goes cross-field. Vinicius Junior. And they could break here. Laporte aim forwards. Sunset. Ruiz de Galarreta. Now it's Guruzzeta. Valverde did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to come. Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Güler with the short one. Can he deliver? Serves up across. That has been knocked clear, and it's Valverde. And here's the chance to counter. Guruzeta played out towards the right wing. Berenguer. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Howson. Howson forwards and with intent. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. So what can they make of this? It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Leque. Berenguer, it's lofted through here. That is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Goulet. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Bellingham. Chouameni. And it's Arda Güler. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Woola! And they've got rid. And here's Vinicius Junior. Lovely feet. Vinicius Junior. Up he goes! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's really well manoeuvred. He has found a way through.
Mbappe, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Looks to the other side. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Guruzeta. Do have a chance to counter here. Nico Williams. Sunset. With officials showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Williams. Sunset. Sunset! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Goulet. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Bellingham. Bellingham, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Approach does pay off here. Goulet, Bellingham, and here's Mbappe. Leque cuts out the pass. It's a quick ball upfield. This interception, his positioning was spot on. And there is the half-time whistle. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And that's the second half started. Eder Militao. Arda Güler. Nico Williams. Gurzeta. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Bellingham! And that certainly packs a punch. Berenguer. Leque. Oh, nice touch. Played into the middle. Courtois trying to keep this in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Güler. And it's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Moved on forwards. He's in a good position here. Bellingham. Sunset. Yuri. Yuri shifted upfield. Gurzeta spread out to the left. Yuri. And it's played forward. It's really well cleared. Eder Militao. Chouameni. Aim forwards. Very nicely done. Sunset. And here's Bellingham. Shapes to shoot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Eder Militao. Eder Militao, gently done. Alexander-Arnold. Moved on forwards. Güler. Vinicius Junior! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Vinicius Junior brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Chouameni. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. And here's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! He's scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Howson forwards and with intent. Chouameni. Valverde. That's really well manoeuvred. Out of play for a goal kick. And it's made its way to him. Goulet. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Could move up a gear here.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Laporte. Danny Vivian. Driven forward. Nico Williams. Yuri. And he's picked out the run. Valverde makes the interception. Goulet. Alexander-Arnold shifted upfield. Danny Vivian gets it away.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Bellingham! Bellingham! Yuri forwards and with intent. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Lobbed in behind. And here's Mbappe. That is good strength. Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. There will be a throw-in. Yuri. Guruzeta chasing after it. Valverde. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's well positioned here. And here's Vinicius Junior. Played back in. Valverde. Goulet goes short. Yuri is there and he can get that clear. Out to the left it goes. And the counter is on. He's found a way through. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Jauregui aim forwards. And that has been cleared. Vinicius Junior. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And it's played forward. Guruzeta looks to get on the end of this. Iñaki Williams does really well to win the ball there. Time to deliver. And it's Valverde. Sunset. Danny Vivian. That's been drilled forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Guruzeta. Played out wide. Chooses to go back. He is just caressing the ball. Ruiz de Galarreta. Goulet. Ruiz de Galarreta wins the duel this time. Guruzeta finds himself offside. Howson. Vinicius Junior. Nice control. Guruzeta now looking to orchestrate a counter. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's Leque. Sunset. Alexander-Arnold gets it clear. Moved on forwards. Guruzeta! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. It wasn't too far off either.
Eder Militao chooses to go cross-field. Chouameni. Alexander-Arnold. Great defending, strong and determined. Sunset.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Nico Williams. Sunset. Guruzeta. That's a little off target.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Mbappe. Gets it away. Gurzeta. Good ball, good take. And he's managed to get free. Williams! And he thumps it clear. Williams. Eder Militao. Over to the left. Nicely intercepted. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And it's played in here. And again! A real chance and a real let-off. Bellingham has created one goal already. And it's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Yuri gets across to intercept that. Laporte gently done. Chouameni. Bellingham. Bellingham, played towards the other side. Oh, sweet feet. There are a few waiting for it. Delivered. He comes flying in. Now that was a full-blooded header.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too.
Goulet. Mbappe. Goulet. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's neat. Valverde. And here's Goulet. And the finish!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Calmly anticipates. Chouameni. And it's Arda Güler. It's run loose here. Ruiz de Galarreta defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's really well manoeuvred. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that's well seen too. Chouameni moved on forwards. Bellingham. Mbappe. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Eder Militao, aim forwards. And it's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Leque shifted upfield. Done delicately. And he's straight offside. And here's Goulet. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius, he's had a shot! Leque. Bellingham. And here's Goulet. Sunset. And it's played forward. Eder Militao cuts it out. And here's Bellingham. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Now here's the delivery. Valverde. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Deftly away.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Cuts out the supply. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Goulet. And here's... And the shot! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away.
Could be danger here! And he's there to get it away. That has found him in acres of space.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's Arda Goulet.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Delivered in. Great defending, strong and determined.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Mbappe. Valverde. Voila! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Lovely bit of skill. So who's he picking out? He whips in a chance! And that could have brought them level.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
Eder Militao, and he goes cross-field. Vinicius Junior. Alaba. Ball's gone out of play. Get a throw in. Ruiz de Galarreta, gently done. Goulet. Good, strong midfield running here. Great challenge, time to perfection.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Vinicius Junior. Alaba. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Voila! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
And it's Bellingham. Nice physical challenge. Played towards the front line. Nico Williams. Here's Sunset. Oh, that's nice. Howson with the clearance.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Howson. Bellingham. Tchouaméni forwards and with intent.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it's Arda Güler. 5 minutes left on the clock. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Moved on forwards. Eder Militao gets it away. And it's played forward. Goulet. Bellingham. Out to the right. That's good play. Looking for a decent ball in. A lot chance for a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Alexander-Arnold certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
has been well intercepted. Valverde. Ruiz de Galarreta. Sunset, probing pass. And he's there to clear it. Now it's Williams. Gorosabal, and that's aimed into the middle. Eder Militao with the clearance. Back into the middle.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Mbappe. Always onto this.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Williams. That is Gorosabel. Cross needs to be good. Defending of the desperate variety. It'll be a throw-in. Oh, easy pickings there. Tchouaméni have it back and can go again. Jauregui gets across to intercept that. Sunset. Goulet. 2 minutes to be added on. Eder Militao. Alaba. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. That's really well manoeuvred. Gorosabal makes the interception. Iñaki Williams shifted upfield. Howson. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Yuri. Laporte. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win. And I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Los niños que estén interesados en la campaña de fútbol al saltar al campo pueden informarse en las oficinas del estadio.